This is our summer theater enrichment program. We've had 2 miniature programs within that. We have one which is a showcase for elementary school performers, and this one which is for our middle school performers. So we've seen them for 3 weeks, the middle school, and we have put on a production. So in that time, we've workshopped some theater skills, both performing and technical theater, and we put them together for this production at the end on the last day of the 3 weeks.
It's a regular length show that we would do during the school year. We take them from the very beginning of audition, we take them through the whole process. They learn how to audition, they learn, how to be in an ensemble, there's vocal work, there's dancing work, they had to do some tech stuff. So it's kind of like a buffet of all of the different pieces of theater. And we've been doing this is our 2nd year doing it this way. And we like to focus on skills. A lot of our kids haven't had a lot of experience with performing arts, and we look at this summer opportunity as a great way to get them a little piece of everything. Every kid has had to work on saying a line, every kid has had to work on singing, both as a solo and as a group, and every kid has had to work on dancing and choreography and all of that. So it's a nice little buffet of all of the things that go into a theater production.
For the first week, that was prepping up for the auditions that we had, and we mostly did a bunch of theater games that help you learn theater skills, and we got some background, and we did reads throughs of the script, got prepped up, and then the last 2 weeks we mostly focused on blocking everything and getting all the songs down and all the lines down.
I've learned kind of how to project my voice and how to act on stage and how to keep that emotion instead of having only one emotion overall, and how to improvise when a situation doesn't go as planned. So I've learned how to fix problems faster because sometimes you mess up on stage.
We've worked a lot on working together as a group, making sure that everything turns out perfect for the play. We've also worked at singing our songs and dancing and making sure that we are always focused and prepared.
A folk down on the farm.
Something that makes the summer program for theater really special is that we're able to dig a little deeper into each actor or each tech student's skill set. And it's so cool that we have seen growth in every single student who's involved in this program over the past 3 weeks, whether it has been working on their reactions and seeing growth that way, or vocally, or even seeing them being able to pick out their parts and their harmonies. So we really were able to see growth over these 3 weeks from all of these performers and tech crew students.
In these 3 weeks, people have went from not knowing anything about theater to being a pro at it. So I guess we're kind of just learning how to be an actor.
I've been working with this program for both this and last year. Before it was more of a just sit down in class and play some theater games, but for the past 2 years they've actually been doing bigger productions, which is super cool to see the kids do. And it's just a good experience, I think, for them both going into whatever grade they're going into. We had the little kids last week who have never really had a theater experience before, so this is a really good place for them to get that experience for going into middle school and high school.
We've learned a bunch of new dances. I learned with Eli Arlander how to do the waltz and the salsa. So that was really fun. And I know a bunch of other people learned how to dance with umbrellas and for the warts and all song.
We learned how to dance with umbrellas, which was actually really fun. And then we learned how to use props like the eggs, how to make them so that way they don't crack on the wrong thing or they don't open on the wrong thing.
It's not even if you want to do theater in high school, sure, this is great experience, but it's also public speaking, things like that, who they'll need in life. So a lot of good life experience out of this too.
So in the last week, we're taking that scene work, taking that work we did in our warm-ups, those skill building things, and we put them together to create this production. Honk Jr. is what we did this year, and so Throughout this week, we're working on adding in some of those technical features. So we're adding in our scenery, our props, our curtain poles, our lighting, and the use of microphones, which is always really exciting. In this production, we had enough microphones for each kid to have a face mic who's in the performance. So learning mic safety and how to use that on the stage.
Honk! Oh my word! Honk! What's wrong with your quack?
Honk Jr. is a junior version. It's adapted from the full version of Honk, and it is the story of the ugly duckling. So it follows the main character, Ugly, who is born into a family of ducks and stands out, and you really hear this in the song, Look at Him. It's when the whole community, including his family, is saying, look at him, in a way where they're making fun of him, making him not feel good about being different. And throughout the show, he meets different characters like the bullfrog and other swans, and he realizes that being different is a good thing. He becomes a beautiful swan at the end, and it kind of culminates with the song Look at Him again, that reprise, but this time it's look at him for all of the amazing things that he is, and his community and his family realizes that being different is what actually makes you special, and that their pond or our world wouldn't be as great of a place if we were all the same. So being different is celebrated at the end.
I think it's a great opportunity for kids. They come out of it with a lot of confidence. They work on speaking in public. They make friends. There's always like a really strong community bond that happens with the kids who've done the summer program. They get introduced to theater in a relatively low stakes environment. They're not having to audition in front of a large group. It's the small group. Everyone has a chance to do everything. So kids get to experience all the different pieces and see where they fit and what they want to do. I think that it's just a great opportunity for anyone who is thinking about performing arts or wants to try something new. Maybe you've never done theater, or maybe you've never done any sort of acting, or your schedule during the school year doesn't give you that opportunity. This is a great time to try it out. Like, everyone is welcome. We want as many kids as possible to be part of the program, and we will find something awesome for them to do that highlights them and gives them an opportunity to develop those skills.